Good afternoon, everyone. It is your girl, Sharifah Hardie, and I'm here today because I need your help. I need your assistance. I have been trying to get a meeting with the mayor of Long Beach, Mr. Robert Garcia. I've also been trying to get a meeting with City Councilwoman Saro. I ran into Robert Garcia last year, introduced myself, let him know I was the president of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. He gave me his card, told me to contact him, and we go ahead and meet. I sent over the information. I've been unable to get a meeting. Met with Chork Nick, I believe that's his name, Saro's chief of staff. So he said we go ahead and meet via Zoom. I have been unable to get a meeting. So since I've been unable to get a meeting with Mayor Robert Garcia, I've been unable to get a meeting with Councilwoman Saro. I had 2 Zoom meetings scheduled with Eric Romero, who is or was in charge of the Long Beach Economic Development Department. 2 Zoom meetings that have been scheduled. Both Zoom meetings were no calls, no shows. I never received a return email, never received a return call to reschedule those meetings. I just heard nothing. And so I need your help. I would love for you to go ahead and share this video with the hashtag I stand with Sharifah, along with the hashtag Black Businesses Matter. Why is that so important? It's important because we are suffering, and I may be someone people may consider an angry Black woman. I think that's what the city considers me. Many of their representatives consider me an angry Black woman, but I'm fine with that. One of the things you'll know about me is I told people when I ran for city council, I am an angry Black woman, or some people consider me an angry Black woman. But you know who's also angry? Mom. That's right. When mom has been working all day, she's working her job, she's doing her thing, and she wants that house clean, she wants those dishes clean, she wants everything taken care of, mom can get a little bit angry. So that's why I'm telling you, hey, it's not that I'm angry, it's that I am here to help the people. And like I said, I told them that when I ran for city council.
Hi, I'm Sharifah Hardie, candidate for Long Beach City Council, District 6. I'm a business consultant. I've helped businesses since I built my first website in 1994. I've spent the past 25 years helping businesses. I'm a .com baby. I'm also the author of Signs You Might Be an Entrepreneur, How to Discover the Entrepreneur in You. But some may say I'm an angry Black woman. But you know what? I believe more people should be angry. They should be angry at the lack of jobs. They should be angry at homelessness. They should be angry at not having affordable housing for all of the residents in Long Beach. And that's what I'm about. For more information on me and my platforms, visit AskSharifah.com.
Yes. So no, I didn't win that city council election. Saro won that election, but there is still work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done, but I believe it starts with sitting down and having a conversation. That's why I would love to meet with Mayor Robert Garcia and City Councilwoman Saro of the 6th District to see what we can do to work together to make this happen. And again, it's not that I'm angry, but it's so many resources that are on the table that Black people are not being provided with that I believe we have to do something about it. It's like that old Tupac interview when he talked about the resources that are available and being told they're just simply not there.
Yes, my raps are filled with rage.
One of these days, we gotta bust back for the homies.
You have to be logical. You know, if I know that in this hotel room they have food every day, and I'm knocking on the door every day to eat, and they open the door, let me see the party, let me see like them throwing salami all over just like throwing food around. But they're telling me there's no food in here. You know what I'm saying? Every day. I'm standing outside trying to sing my way in. You know what I'm saying? We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in. After about a week, that song is going to change to, we hungry, we need some food. After 2-3 weeks, it's like, give me all the food, breaking out the door. And after a year, you just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hungry, you reached your level, you don't want any more. We asked 10 years ago. We was asking with the Panthers. We was asking with them, with civil rights movement. We was asking, now those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail. So now what do you think we're going to do? Ask?
I put my gun away and grab my AK. It's getting hectic. I can't call it. House full of alcoholics. Now a nigga's under pressure.
Wow, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not asking nicely enough. Maybe I'm not asking softly and asking sweetly enough to get a meeting, to sit down with the mayor and with Saro to see what we can do about what's going on in our community here in Long Beach. One of the things that I've been told is they have new business grants. So all the Black people, all the Black business owners can go and apply for those business grants. But one of the things that you'll see is, as always, one of the reasons and ways that we've been held out is our application, the eligibility. One of the things you have to be able to show is how you have been affected by COVID-19, how your business has been affected by COVID-19. But how do you prove an affirmative? The world was affected by COVID-19. All of us have been affected by COVID-19. As I continue to send these grant opportunities from this government agency, this group, this program, to all of the members of the chamber, I get the same response. We've applied for those applications and we have not received any results. And so maybe it's just me. Again, maybe I'm angry. Maybe I'm imagining this whole idea that Blacks are suffering at an inordinate rate. Maybe. Let's see what the news has to say.
America is reopening, but the financial fallout from the pandemic is still painful for many. 1.5 million people applied for unemployment insurance in the latest Labor Department report, adding to the millions who applied for benefits since this crisis began. But some Americans are being hit harder than others. Here again, CBS's Mark Strassman.
Will Turner is right back where he started, serving Mexican soul food out of a food truck.
When white folks catch a cold, Black people get pneumonia. I'm older, I'm fatter, I'm wiser, but nonetheless, I'm in the same financial state I was in 10 years ago.
Turner scrimped for 6 years and in 2016 turned his food truck into an actual restaurant. Then COVID hit. He had to close his restaurant for good and let go 8 employees.
You put every nickel you had into opening that restaurant.
And some I didn't have.
Heart-wrenching.
You want to make me cry? Because that's what would have happened. But that's how much it hurts.
COVID's economic battering hit Black-owned businesses especially hard. One study showed it closed 17% of white-owned businesses, 41% of those Black-owned. America had 1.1 million Black-owned businesses in February. 2 months later, 440,000 of them were gone.
Short of any type of, federal help or them coming upon a large amount of money just sort of surreptitiously, they're done.
Here's why. Black-owned businesses more often are sole proprietors, like Turner. They operate on thin profit margins and have less access to bank credit. Turner applied for a federal emergency small business loan through his bank of the last 10 years.
I did not even get a return email until the only email we received is when they sent me something and said, the funds have run out.
No loan, no more restaurant. Just a scrappy guy in a food truck fighting to feed his family. Mark Strassman, CBS News, Atlanta.
Yes, I like I said, maybe it's just me, but 440,000 Black businesses gone. 440,000 Black businesses gone. That's 500,000 Black businesses compared to 17% of white-owned businesses. But maybe that just makes me angry, makes me a little bit irritated, makes me a little bit sad and depressed to see that our businesses, our people, our families, our children are struggling and unable to feed their families. So, but do we have any solutions? I think the solutions are being able to sit down, have a conversation, and see what we can do here in Long Beach. One of the things that I always see Mayor Robert Garcia and Councilwoman Saro doing is opening up new affordable housing. They're opening up a new housing place, a new affordable housing place. Okay, but what about our resource center? That's what I would love to see, a resource center where we can introduce new jobs and new business opportunities to the Black community. And that's one of the things that we're doing at the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce is we have the Renaissance Hotel in downtown Long Beach on June 11th for a free job fair and business open. It's a job fair and business expo on June 11th. And if you haven't seen the Renaissance Long Beach Hotel, it is beautiful. Let's check it out. Yes, we got it. The Renaissance Long Beach Hotel in downtown. It is beautiful. It is wonderful. And we already got it. We're going to be there one way or another. I'm going to be there one way or another. June 11th for a free, open to the public job fair and business expo. But it's not just about the job fair and business expo. It's about sitting down, having a conversation to see what we can do to help the people. That's the most important thing to me. There are other solutions. Let's maybe take a look at another solution on ways that we can help Black businesses.
There's a new plan out aimed at narrowing the racial wealth gap. RLJ Companies and BET founder Bob Johnson is proposing a $30 billion plan to give preferential tax treatment to investors who back Black and minority-owned businesses. He sent letters and the proposed act to key members of Congress in the White House. And Bob Johnson joins us now. He's also a CNBC contributor. This is not a surprise to me that you are behind this plan, Bob, because it more or less uses capital inflows, which have been lacking with some Black and minority-owned businesses, and gives kind of a tax advantage to individuals who would do that instead of just a regular tax and spend sort of a handout. And that is in keeping with your philosophy, I think, over the years.
That's correct, Joe. If you think about, there's a lot of talk in the country, as it should be, about racial equity, reparations, and other ways of closing the wealth gap. The good thing about the Boost Act, it's voluntary. but it's supported by, if it's enacted, it's supported by the government saying, we'll give preferential tax treatment to investors who do what they morally believe is the right thing to do. That is to bring about racial equality and close the wealth gap. So unlike other mandated taxes or payments or transfer payments, this is voluntary. And I believe that people who believe in equity or equality, however you define it, this is a perfect thing. And all we need is the Congress and the White House to enact the legislation. It's been done before, Joe, as you well remember. There used to be something called the FCC tax certificate, which allowed white-owned radio station owners or TV owners to sell to blacks who wanted to get a voice in media to get a tax deduction on their capital gains. And that legislation, the FCC tax certificate, increased dramatically the number of black-owned radio and TV stations, cable systems in the country.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.
That's just one idea. There are a lot of different ways that we can make a difference, but I believe we have to start somewhere. Why? Because I believe it's our God-given right for all of us to be happy, to be successful, and for the Black people, Black businesses to be able to rise. I think, who was it who said it best? Malcolm X.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
Yes, we have to do what we have to do, but I believe change starts with the conversation. So again, I need your support. I need your help. If you would like for me to have the opportunity to sit down and have a meeting with Mayor Robert Garcia and City Councilman Suli Saro, please share this video. Please share this request with the hashtag I stand with Sharifah and hashtag Black Businesses Matter. Again, 440,000 Black businesses were destroyed as a direct result of COVID-19 and a global pandemic. So we need your support. We need the city support to be able to help those businesses. Thank you. God bless you and good night.